Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss regarding the next topic, that is shell model. Okay, what is shell model? See, in the last class we discussed regarding the liquid drop model. What is liquid drop model? The liquid drop model will give the resemblance, nothing but what similarities between a liquid drop and also a nucleus. Okay, so to know the properties of nucleus, in a better way, okay, these nuclear models are came into existence. So according to liquid drop model, we compare the nucleus with the liquid drop model. Here the shell model will give what? See, here also we are comparing the nucleus with respect to the shell, that is atomic shell. We know that atom, if you take any atom, see, center we have nucleus, around it what happens? We have electrons, isn't it? Electrons. In first orbit we have 2 electrons, in the second orbit we have nothing but maximum number of electrons are 8. So like that, in the third orbit we have 18. Okay, in the first orbit we have 2, second orbit 8, and the third orbit 18. So according to the formula 2n square, okay, first n is equal to 1, nothing but what? First shell 1 square, 2 into 1 square, nothing but what? 2. In the first shell we have 2 electrons. So in the next shell, if you take 2 square, nothing but what? 4, 2 4 the 8. So in the next shell we have maximum number of electrons 8. In the third shell 18. So this is what? See, according to this rule, okay, according to this rule, what the electrons will be filled in the in the atom, okay, atomic shell. See, in the same way, if you take a nucleus, inside the nucleus we have discrete series of energy levels similar to that of the atom. Nothing but what? Atom. Inside the nucleus we have another atom. You are understanding the point? See, if you take a nucleus, inside the nucleus again we have some discrete energy levels. See, according to shell model, the nucleus consists of series of protons and neutrons. Arranged in the nucleus in discrete energy levels. Okay, in discrete energy levels. According to the shell model, the nucleus consists of series of protons and neutrons placed in certain discrete levels or shells, just like the electrons in the discrete shells of the atom. Similar to that atom in the orbits, similarly the protons and neutrons also arranged inside the nucleus in some discrete energy levels. Protons and neutrons are arranged in the nucleus. Okay, outside we have orbits, in that we have electrons. Inside the nucleus we have protons and neutrons. Similar to that of the electrons, how the electrons are arranging in the atomic shells. Similarly, in the nucleus, inside the nucleus we have some discrete energy levels similar to that of the KLM shells of the actual atomic structure. Okay, so according to shell model, the nucleus consists of series of protons and neutrons arranged in discrete energy levels similar to that of the electrons arranged in the discrete shells of an atom. Okay, so that should be understood. And again, according to Pauli exclusion principle, 2 protons with opposite spins and 2 neutrons with opposite spins will be accommodated in the first shell in the nucleus. Okay, if you take a nucleus, inside the nucleus we have some discrete series of energy levels. In the first shell of the nucleus, we are talking, it is a nucleus. Inside the nucleus we have discrete shell. Again, outside the nucleus we have some orbits for electrons. Okay, inside the nucleus in the first energy level is filled with 2 protons with opposite spins and 2 neutrons with opposite spins. Like that, the first shell or first discrete level is occupied by 2 protons with opposite shell and 2 neutrons with opposite shell. Like that, it is tightly bounded and it is very stable compared to the other nuclei. Okay, so other nuclei. Like that, according to shell model, okay, the protons and neutrons, according to shell model, the protons and neutrons will be arranged in different shells inside the nucleus. Okay, inside the nucleus, right? Next, see, See here. Next we have accommodated in a particular shell. In this way, the first shell is accommodates 2 protons and 2 neutrons and is more tightly bound than the other shells. The concepts of the shell model is based on the following fact. What is that fact? See, before going to this, okay, see, I want to explain something. See, here, the concept of shell model is based on the following fact. That is, it is observed that nuclei containing protons and neutrons number 2, 8, 2, 8, 20, 28, 2, 8, 20, 50, okay, 50, 82, 126, okay, etc. are more stable. Nothing but what? The nuclei containing the number of protons or neutrons in number 2, 8, 20, 50, 82, 126, etc. are more stable compared with the other nuclei. What does it mean? If you take any nucleus, if it contains 2 protons or 2 neutrons, nothing but what? It comes under this category, set of numbers. This is the one set of numbers. What is the set? Set contains how much? How many numbers? 2, 8, 20, 50, 82, 126. This set of numbers are called magic numbers. Okay, remember it. The shell model is completely based on magic numbers. The liquid drop model is failed to explain these magic numbers. Okay, the liquid drop model is failed to explain this magic number. So here 2, 8, 20, 50, 82, 126. What is this? These are the magic numbers. Okay, if any nuclei containing this number of protons or neutrons, then it is more stable compared with the other nuclei. So this is what the concept of shell model is based on this fact. That is, it has been observed that nuclei containing protons and neutrons in number 2, 8, 20, 50, 82, 126, these such type of nuclei are more stable compared with the other nucleus. So similarly, so this can be explained by experimentally with one example, right? If you take any if you take helium, 2 helium 4. Okay, if you take 2 helium 4, 2 is nothing but what? Z. See, the general representation of any nuclei is what? ZXA. What Z? Z is nothing but what? Number of protons. Z is nothing but what? Number of protons. And A is nothing but what? Mass number. So Z is nothing but what? Number of protons. Number of protons is 2 for helium. So 2 is in this set. That is magic number set. So hence the helium is more stable compared with the other nuclei. Similarly, if you check the number of neutrons, if both either proton number or neutron number is a magic number, then such type of nuclei is more stable compared with the other nuclei. So if you take here A minus Z, number of protons nothing but what? See, total mass number is nothing but what? Number of neutrons plus number of protons, that is Z. So N plus Z. Or if you want to neutrons, then neutrons is equal to A minus Z. Neutron is nothing but what? A minus Z. So number of neutrons is how much? 4 minus 2. Mass number is 4 and for helium, and proton number is 2. So 4 minus 2 we have again 2. Again neutron number is also 2. Nothing but what? Which is comes under in this set? Magic number set. Okay? Magic number set. So hence this helium is more stable compared with the other nuclei. Similarly, if you take other example, that is oxygen, 8O16. If you take other example, that is what? 8O16. If you take this oxygen, again 8 is what? Which comes under the magic number set, and hence oxygen is also more stable. And if you subtract 18 minus 16 minus 8 is again 8, which nothing but what? Number of neutrons. Number of protons and number of neutrons are equal to magic number. Hence the oxygen also more stable. Okay? Okay, right? Like this, we can explain the whatever the concept of magic numbers. Okay, concept of magic numbers. Here, see again, if you take other example, that is either number of protons or the number of neutrons is a magic number, then such type of nuclei also more stable. Okay, either proton number. If you observe the first example, in that the helium and oxygen, both the number of protons and number of neutrons are magic numbers. Okay, here the next example we are taking, either proton number is magic number or neutron number is magic number. Such type of nuclei also more stable compared with the other nuclei. For example, here 28 nickel 62. If you take 28 nickel 62, okay, here the number of protons 28, okay, which comes under here, which comes under what? Magic number, okay, which comes under magic number. I forgot to write that 28 is also magic number, okay, right, okay. So 62 minus 28 is 34. 34 is not a magic number. Hence, okay, either at least proton numbers or neutron numbers is a magic number. Such type of nuclei is very strong compared with the other numbers. Okay, so like this, see, simply what is shell model? Why this nuclear models came? To explain the properties of nuclei. Here, by by basing on the magic numbers, we are explaining the stability of nucleus. Okay, the stability property of the nucleus. So that is the main aim of this nuclear model, that is shell model. Okay, so here 28 nickel 62. Next, if you take other example, 38 SR 88. Okay, if you take 38 is not a what magic number, that is number of protons. 88 minus 38 is what? 50. 50 is a magic number. So number of neutrons here. Number of neutrons is a magic number. Hence SR element is also, say, I think it is ceridium something element. Okay, so that element is also more, nuclei is also more stable. If you take other example, that is vanadium. Okay, SN, tin, 50 SN 120. 50 is the magic number again. 50 is the magic number. Hence, number of protons is 120 minus 50 is 70. 70 is not a magic number. So, SN, tin is a what? Stable nuclei compared with the other nuclei. So, either one of them, either number of protons is a magic number or number of neutrons also a magic number, then it is a stable nuclei. Okay. Similarly, if you take CE, 58 CE 158. So, 58 is not magic number. 58 CE 140. If you 140 minus 58 is 82. Hence, the number of neutrons in CE element is what? Magic number. And CE is also more stable. Take PB, that is lead, PB, 82 1 208. Okay, 82 is the proton number, that is a magic number, hence it is stable. Whereas, and here, if you observe this lead, 208 minus 82, we are getting 126. 126 is also a magic number. Hence, number of protons and number of neutrons are magic numbers. Hence, the lead is also a stable nuclei. Like that, basing on the this concept, magic number concept, we explain the shell model. Okay, shell model, right? Next, we have again, if you observe the binding energy curve for these elements, okay, suddenly the binding energy per nucleon will be increases. If you take a graph, between what we can say, binding energy per nucleon and number of nucleons, if you take a graph at these elements, the binding energy will be suddenly increases like this. We can observe the binding energy curve shows breaks or nicks, sharp peaks at these nuclei, which correspond to sudden increase in their binding energies per nucleon. So if you observe the binding energy curves, okay, at these elements, suddenly the binding energy will be rises. Okay, you observe that. Okay, if you take these examples, helium, okay, helium, oxygen, nickel, SR, SN, CE, PB. At that point, the binding energy will be suddenly increases. So it is experimentally proved fact. Okay, so like this we can explain this. Next, again, the electric quadrupole moment. Already the properties of electric quadrupole moment, the basic properties of nucleus already we learned in the previous classes. Okay, the electric quadrupole moment. See, why the electric quadrupole moment will be occur? Due to the irregular shape of the nucleus. If the nucleus is disturbed, the shape of the nucleus is disturbed from sphere to ellipsoid, the electric quadrupole moment will be occur. But here, whatever the magic number nuclei we are taking, their electric quadrupole moment is 0. Nothing but what? Q is 0. Because they are more stable. Nothing but what? They are spheroidal shape. So they are having more stability. Hence, their quadrupole moment is 0 and they will take the spherical distribution. Okay, spherical distribution, that is the next point we are here in this whatever the shell model. Okay, so this is okay. So the electric quadrupole moments. This electric quadrupole moment, whatever we are taking, this electric quadrupole moment, whatever we are taking, okay. See, the electric quadrupole moments or magic number nuclei are very low, nothing but what nearly 0 here, okay, nearly 0, right? So nearly 0. Hence, so they will take what? They will take the spherical shape from our next we have assumptions. We have whatever the shell model is based on two assumptions. Okay, whatever the shell model is based on two assumptions. The first assumption is what? The first assumption is each nuclei moves freely in the force field described by the potential, which is a function of radial distance from the center of the system. Okay, the shell model is based on two assumptions. First assumption is what? First assumption is what? Whatever the nucleons present in the nucleus will move only in the force field. Nothing but what? Whatever the nucleus is what? It is like a potential barrier, like a bell. Bell. Okay, it is a bell. It is a bell. In that we have protons and neutrons. Okay, whatever the protons and neutrons will be move freely within this bell only. Baviloni kapala. Okay, only within that well the protons and neutrons will be moved. It does not move from the nucleus completely. Only within the limit of force field, that is potential barrier. Okay, whatever the nucleons, each nucleon moves freely in the force field described as the potential, which is a function of radial distance from the center. Which is a function of radial distance R of R we can call. Okay, so radial distance from the center. Next, the energy levels of shells are filled according to Pauli exclusion principle. Okay, see whatever the discrete, already I said the nucleus consists of series of discrete energy levels like shells. Okay, like atom. Okay, so that energy levels, whatever the energy levels, how they will fill according to Pauli exclusion principle. The first shell will be filled with 2 protons with opposite spin and 2 neutrons with opposite spins. Okay, like that the first shell is accommodated by 2 protons and 2 neutrons, that is tightly bonded and it is very stable, already I said. Okay, so like that it will okay. So the energy levels of shells are filled according to Pauli exclusion. This is the second assumption. Okay, first assumption is the protons and whatever the nucleons will move in a force field of potential function. Okay, whose function is what? Depends upon the radial distance from the center of the nucleus. Okay, so like next assumption is what? It follows the Pauli exclusion principle. Okay, next one here. See, we are considering the nucleon mass m with angular momentum. Whatever the nucleons will have spin. Okay, spin already in the basic properties of nucleus we are explaining that whatever the spin. Okay, so see here. So spin, it has what? Spin angular momentum under root L into L plus 1. The total angular momentum is under root L into L plus 1. Its body is moving in a potential V of R. Whatever the protons will move in this force field with the angular momentum is how much? Under root L into L plus 1 H bar. Okay, H bar. And okay, and we can explain this. See, here we are taking according to Schrodinger wave equation. Here we are taking whatever the potential well we are taking here. Whatever the potential well we are taking V of R. Okay, V of R. Okay, when we apply this, whatever the protons or neutrons, whatever the nucleons, when they are moving in a force field, if we apply the whatever the Schrodinger equation, wave equation, that will be d square by dr square of R plus 2m by h cut square E minus V of R. Okay, d square by dr square R, because it is a depends upon the radius. Okay, 2m by h cut square into E minus V of R minus L into L plus 1 h cut square by 2m R square of R is equal to 0. This is the Schrodinger equation. See, The potential function is what? V of r is equal to minus V naught for r less than capital R. Within the nucleus, the potential is minus V naught. Outside the potential is 0. Okay, so apply these values, whatever the values we got in the Schrodinger equation, we will get this Schrodinger equation. By solving this Schrodinger equation, okay, by solving this Schrodinger equation, we will get what? Actually, we will get, by solving this Schrodinger equation, okay, we will get all the magic number except 28. Okay, here the another potential V of r is equal to minus V naught. It is harmonic potential. Combining all the potentials, we will get one potential here. Okay, so by solving the Schrodinger equation, we will get all magic numbers except 28. That's why I not took the 28 in that set. Okay, so except 28, all magic numbers will came. Like that, we can successfully explain the shell model. Okay, this is what shell model, and some basic, what we can say. There are some few explanations based on the shell model. Okay, we can see all those things also here. Few explanations based on the shell model. Explanation of comparative stability of even odd nuclei. See, if you take according to Pauli exclusion principle, if you take any sublevel of the nucleus, 2 protons and 2 neutrons. If it is completely filled with 2 protons and 2 neutrons, that is even nuclei, it is more stable compared with the odd nuclei. Okay, nothing but what? The even nuclei are more stable compared with the odd nuclei. Next one, prediction of angular moment of nuclei. So it's still now, just now I said, if any discrete sublevel of nucleus if you take, if it is filled with even nuclei, it has whatever the spins will be cancelled out. Okay, opposite spins will be cancelled out. If you take hard nuclei, there is some half integral spin. Hence, we can expect the angular momentum for the nucleus. So these are some explanation based on the shell model. What are the merits and demerits? This model is successfully explains the magic numbers, isn't it? Magic numbers is successfully explained, and also some angular momenta and magnetic quantum momenta and some electric quadrupole moments. But it is failed to explain the electric quadrupole moment of large nuclei. So these are the what merits and demerits of shell model. So this is what shell model. Okay, was this class. Okay, and whatever the notes I will send, write down and send it by tomorrow morning 10:30. Okay, thank you.